हेलो गाइस, देखो ना, देखो ना गाइस। हेलो, आवाज आ रही है गाइस? देखो ना गाइस। चलो चलो गाइस, स्टार्ट करते हैं गाइस। Pode ter ou não aqui. देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना, देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना। हाँ देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना।
Match found.
देखो ना, मैच फाउंड, मैच फाउंड, मैच फाउंड। बाइड आई गया है, बाइड ही है, बाइड है। ये भाई की आईडी है, दोस्त की। चलो इसमें खेलते हैं।
अबे तो पहले दूसरा क्यों ले रहे थे, फिर हाल से इंटरनल लॉक करती था भाई।
अरे हेलो हेलो, हाँ तू बस ओमेन ले ले या फिर क्लो ले ले।
इसमें नहीं सुना रहा, देख इधर ऑडियो मिक्सर में इधर तेरा
ओ मैंने
ऑडियो आना
ठीक है भाई।
चाहिए।
स्मोक चाहिए कॉल दे देना ठीक।
हेलो,
ये बढ़िया आपको क्या स्टार्ट। हेलो बाजी।
देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना। यो,
फ्लैशेस नहीं है वैसे अपन पे।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं। वाइस का है ना, अगर उसको आता है तो।
ना होगा वो फ्लैश भाई।
वो तो नहीं है, एंट्री भी नहीं होगा, पर अगर वो अच्छा चला लेगा ना, फिर भी अपने को फायदा है। चलो डॉच हो गया, चल दिया है।
कर का रहे हो चालू, मजा आओ करना है, मजा आओ। ओके
अरे नहीं मन, हरकत है।
ना पाड़ो शर्मा।
अलग क्या वॉइस डिस्टर्ब
और
होता है।
तो जू तेरा ये मार
चमची ना, चालू ना दे।
पूरा
चालू जब ना दे। हम्म। तू वेलो चालू कर ना, कैमरा चालू कर पहला। अपड़े થઈ ગયું આમાં તો।
Perfect. Thank you guys. Welcome back to the game, baby guys.
ये
Guys.
देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना।
एक सेकंड guys.
इधर रखो, इधर रखो, इधर रखो, इधर रखता हूँ।
देखो guys, देखो दिख रहा है? एक सेकंड। कैसा लगा? कैसा लगा?
बढ़िया 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 बढ़िया। स्टार्ट कर, गेम स्टार्ट कर भाई, जल्दी आ जल्दी।
I've got all the time in the world.
स्टार्ट हो रहा है।
रियोट क्लैन मध्ये स्टार्ट कर। ओ जी अरे इनवाइट भेजी।
Match found.
मैच फाउंड है गाइस, मैच फाउंड। कौन सा मैं भगा था, कौन सा बेस बेस बेस। अरे बोलो बंद कर दी, तेरे को जो पसंद है। एक ही स्मोकर गाइस, एक ही स्मोकर, दो दो स्मोकर नहीं। इनिशिएटर लो या सेंटी लो। हेलो
Yes, I'm pumped.
सेज पिक कर।
लॉक किया जाए।
कर
ओके यार चलो चलो सुनते हैं। वो क्या कहता है? आइए देखते हैं। मैं नहीं दिख रहा हूँ। हट बे। हट बे।
Brimstone, Chefinho! Thanks for the paint canisters. Best gift ever.
You bet. I don't use them all in one day.
ना मेरा को नहीं दिख रहा।
No, no. Yup. No. Yup, yup. No, no.
मेरे को जाना है।
बी कहाँ जाना है ब्रो? हेलो.
Smoke's down.
Precision kill. Grenade!
One enemy remaining.
बढ़िया बढ़िया. बीच चलो.
Spike carrier's down.
Spike down mid.
Think that's it. You see? They're flawed. Ordinary.
कैमरा तो इसको घुमाना है, मैं नहीं दिख रहा। सर घुमा। सर लेके आ थोड़ा। आइए जय माता दी।
डायरेक्ट बी चलो आ जाओ. डायरेक्ट बी चल रहा है. क्लोव स्मोक कर दियो बी पे. अरे यार ऑफलाइन चला गया क्या? स्पाइक ले लो कोई इससे.
Launching smoke.
Bomb buddy out. Reloading. Satchel out. Reloading.
प्लांट.
Good enough.
प्लांट दे.
Plant guys, plant. देखो ना guys, देखो ना.
Spike planted.
Out of here.
One enemy remaining.
तेज मारना. क्या कर रहे थे?
हेवन मैं देख रहा हूँ. मेरे को नीचे से देख ले सेज. मैं हेवन देख रहा हूँ. पीछे से आ रहा है.
60 है,
60 है पीछे.
नीचे सेज तेरे नीचे देख.
स्पाइक पे.
सेज.
60 है. मारना क्या?
नाइफ मार. नाइफ मारता.
I had to kill you.
Human or
Nice one,
not,
guys.
that omen can be killed.
सुनो ये चलते एक बार ये चलते आ जाओ. पता चल जाएगा हम कहाँ हाकेंगे अभी.
You know what to do.
ओके गाइस. ओके भाई के साथ.
तो डायमंड ही आगे रहेंगे.
Launching smoke.
Feeling sight. No peeking. Grenade.
बैंड दे रहा. बैक स्टेप देख लेना. मैं आगे देख रहा हूँ. बैक स्टेप देख लेना. मैं आगे देख. बैक स्टेप पीछे बैठ जा.
Enemy in it.
मत जा ब्री. पीछे रहो दोनों.
Smoke's down.
Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading. Reloading. Satchel out. Satchel out.
नहीं कर पाएगा.
trained for this.
आ जाओ, मिट्टू भी चल रहे हो, आ जाओ मिट्टू भी चलते हैं।
Can I get a drop?
बायल बायल बायल।
Thanks.
ओए वो रिवर दियो है कोरोना में दे लो।
No stopping now.
Smoke's down.
शिप वॉक है, शिप वॉक कर लो।
Enemy spotted. Grenade. Bomb buddy out. Satchel out.
Reloading.
बढ़िया बढ़िया कर प्लांट।
Launching smoke.
एक तो सेस तो अंदर ही है, नहीं जेट है शायद अंदर।
पीछे से उतर के उतरे। हाँ, वो आया।
120 जेट 120
एक सामने मेरे सामने जस्ट ब्लॉक।
120 है जेट 120 है, इजी है।
One enemy remaining.
My ult's ready.
देना सामने से ही आएगी।
हटो, सेव करो।
नाइस वन गाइस।
जाएंगे तो ले।
Sweetheart.
Stay in range of my stim beacon. And we'll mow them
Can I
down.
get a drop?
बायल
डायरेक्ट ही चलते आ जाओ।
Satchel out.
फुट मत दियो कोई भी।
Satchel out.
Launching smoke.
Grenade. Go get it.
खत्म होने दे इसमें।
बैक कैप देख लेना। ओए 80 180।
दो बंदे, जेट को 63 है। ऊपर नीचे कूदा।
Last player standing.
तो लेफ्ट में
दोनों साइड से
देख कर रहा हूँ।
कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अरे फैंटम मजा दाई।
They're just batteries.
Oh.
And I need every chance.
फैंटम ना मजाएंगे तो। स्प्लिट खेलो, सब स्प्लिट खेलो।
Grab a drop. Thank you.
लो है सेम गेट। लो
अबे तुम पे यार शिप वॉक नहीं है क्या?
For you. Bomb buddy out. Satchel out.
अरे कोने में बैठा है साला बड़वा।
Planted. Reloading. My ult.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
पीछे बैक स्टैब दी विंडो के नीचे।
मिड से आएगा मोस्ट प्रोबेबली।
नहीं आएगा, इतना भी वो नहीं है वो। इतना चतुर है ये, क्या ही चतुर।
Let's ruin their day.
गाइस स्प्लिट खेलो।
सुनो मिड टू ए चलते हैं। ओए तेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही रेस।
सॉरी सॉरी, स्प्लिट स्प्लिट खेलो, स्प्लिट।
स्प्लिट खेलो, वो मैं ऐसे बोल रहा है।
भाई हमें प्लांट करना है, स्प्लिट क्या खेलेंगे?
और स्प्लिट खेल के भी प्लांट हो सकता है।
शिफ्ट वॉक दबा लो यार। फेस मूड है, आ जाओ।
Bomb buddy.
अंदर अंदर
Spike down mid.
से झील से झील से झील से झील से झील
से झील दे।
से झील।
अरे यार पीछे टीपी गया।
One enemy remaining.
Jet 80, Jet 80.
मुँह चम समझी ना क्यों ओ मारो। जेट मिड।
Last player standing.
रीफ कर मारा मना, रीफ कर जल्दी। અને આગળ જ છે તારા।
So what I miss?
गई।
जल्दी स्पाइक पे चले जाओ, 40 सेकंड ही बचे हैं।
Right there.
Last player standing.
स्पाइक के पास ही है, नीचे ही है।
Seconds left.
Satchel out. Here comes the out of charges.
नाइस।
हाँ है जीत हो गए ना।
Brace. Good. You will lose your voice.
हाँ
Can I get a drop?
Need a drop.
बाय तो आल।
Thanks.
गाइस बी चलते हैं, ये पे तो चोट बच रही है बहुत तगड़ी।
Enemy spotted B.
Launching smoke.
No peeking. Grenade. Enemy spotted.
लेना मिड आ जा, लेना मिड आ जा। मिड पे एक है और
एक काम करते हैं, वो रोटेट करते
Enemy spotted.
अरे यार मारना रे ना।
Spike down mid. Last player standing.
मक्का बुकड़ा।
ऊपर हेवन
अरे तेरे सामने है।
अबे भाई ऊपर भी तो हेटा था एक, सामने एक है इस पे,
This reminds me of this one time.
दो पे जो ये होता है।
Actually,
ओए सुनो, शिफ्ट वॉक करते हुए मिड टू भी जा रहे हैं, शिफ्ट वॉक करते हुए आ जाओ, मिड से चल रहे हैं। या तो डायरेक्ट है घुस रहे हैं।
we go.
शिफ्ट वॉक करना।
Launching smoke.
भी आ जाओ।
Grenade.
अरे यार 88 है वुमन।
Will not kill my ally. Next. Ready for me. Grenade.
बी आ जाओ, साइड आ जाओ, साइड चले जाओ, साइड चले जाओ।
अरे रहना है बे हट।
One enemy remaining.
रहना मीड ही था। रुक साइड पे होल्ड कर। हाँ इधर होल्ड कर। पीछे देख तेरे पीछे।
लेफ्ट से आ रहे हैं, यहीं से आ रहे।
Last player standing.
भाग।
will give them tomorrow. No prisoners.
लोग मेरे बात पे स्मोक कर दो।
Smoke's down.
Drop in a smoke. Grenade! Okay. Drop in a smoke.
इजी। सीज वॉल कर दे, वॉल कर दे, एक एंट्री पे वॉल।
120 मारो। सेज रीफ हो सकता है।
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
सेज हील दे सकता है तो दे दे।
सेज हिल दे। ब्रीम को
Not one left standing.
तू कंफ्यूज तुम तो ही हील करनी होती है दिखाया
Prepare
नहीं।
yourselves. We fight once again.
મને નહીં ખબર રેના નથી લે હાલવાની બ્રીમ ના હાલવાની
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
તું તે બાય આલીવા
Can I get a drop?
માક
ओए क्लोब सेम जगह पे स्मोक करियो कोने की तरफ।
No peeking.
Smoke's down.
रेज और उठा ले, रेज और ले ले लो।
हाँ ले रहा हूँ मत अल्ट क्यों बर्बाद किया आफ्टर प्लांट खेलता
रोटेट कर ले क्या?
Spotted A.
Reloading.
डैमेज है हेवन।
Spike planted.
40
See ya.
Enemy remaining.
सेज हील दे दे से। पीछे से आएगा मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये तो शायद। होल्ड कर लो घुसो मत। बढ़िया।
Grenade.
Last round in the half.
We cannot keep our goods after this. Spend all. Need a drop. Thank you.
कितने एक राउंड भी और है। हाँ देखा नहीं मैंने।
Launching smoke.
अंदर ना नेट पे जाना नहीं तो जाना।
Get out of my way. Dropped. Bomb buddy out. Grenade.
Launching smoke.
Satchel out.
Sit still.
One enemy remaining.
प्लांट कर बढ़िया।
Reloading.
Spike planted.
तो कौन હતો સ્પોન સાઇટ था स्पॉन साइट
मेरा हमेशा ना बैक से आती है।
Switching sides.
Use don't get a reset button.
सुनो रेनॉर में ए जा रहे बाकी सब बी जाओ। रेनॉर में ए जा रहे बाकी बी जाओ।
मैं मीट देख रहा हूँ
कोई स्मोक देख लो।
आवाज नहीं आ रही।
कोई नेट देख लो।
क्लो तू ही देख ले मिड।
अरे तू जाना, बी जाना।
दिया था वो दिखा लिया।
हाँ वो आ रहा है, सेज आ रहा है, सेज आ रहा है।
भाई तुम दोनों एक पार्टी में हो गया।
एक ही जगह पे है।
अच्छा
कौन?
ए गाइस ए।
रुको, स्मोक कर दे, वेट करो, स्मोक करके वेट करो।
ओमन 30 है, सेज 30 है।
For you. Spike planted.
ए प्लांट है।
सीधा क्यों जा रहा है? गन पकड़ के जाना हाथ में।
Last player standing.
लो स्मोक करके डीप कर, स्मोक करके डीप कर जल्दी।
One enemy remaining.
एंटी प्रो एंटी एंटी।
Who am I kidding? Might need equipment.
ओए रहना खुद का है नीचे मारने आया था मेरे को, मैंने बॉल डाली ना मैं नीचे।
क्या बात है। कौन सी गन चाहिए? अभी से क्यों चाहिए तेरे को?
गाइस मिड पे फुट आ रहे हैं।
बी बी बी।
छोड़ो मत छोड़ो मत छोड़ो मत, एक साइड पे रुको, एक साइड पे रुको ए पे, जब तक कॉल ना है।
जेट को खत्म किया मैंने 105 दी।
Spike planted.
30 है।
आजा 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 भाई।
Right between the eyes.
होल्ड
फेट डैमेज है, फेट डैमेज है। फेट राइट।
Player standing.
दोनों दोनों स्पाइक पे, दोनों स्पाइक पे यार, दोनों स्पाइक पे, दोनों स्पाइक पे, दोनों स्पाइक पे। शिफ्ट शिफ्ट करके जा, अंदर की तरफ ही बैठे दोनों।
One enemy.
एक राइट बैठा है।
अंदर यहीं पे यहीं पे।
एंटी
एंटी ब्रो एंटी एंटी एंटी।
Find the weakest link and kick him in the shin.
मना क्या?
अरे अब सबे चले गए।
मैं आ रहा हूँ, मैं आ रहा हूँ, भी आ रहा हूँ।
क्लो पी जा। रेस मिड देख।
मेरे को तो कोई आया ही नहीं।
गाइस ए ए। अरे यार
ना ना नहीं।
Player standing. Spike
Enemy
planted.
down.
इच्छा इच्छा पासळच। कोई नहीं कोई नहीं। मुंह खोटू रमी रहे हो खोटू।
Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out. Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
मर क्यों रहे हो भाई? स्मोक करके बैठ, पीछे आ जाना।
बी पे चले जा रहा रेस।
Smoke's down.
ए फिर से
ए ए
पीछे रह, पीछे रह, पीछे रह, पीछे रह। वहां पे गलत स्मोक है तेरा।
Fear! Enemy spotted. There. My ult went.
अरे पीछे कब आया ये?
अरे वो टेलीपोर्ट किया और
Last player standing.
ये मेरे को फोर्स तो नहीं क्यों नहीं दिए पता नहीं।
Time to stock back up.
शिफ्ट करके नहीं, फुट्स देते देते आए पर मेरे को साइड समझ नहीं है कौन से साइड से है। अरे जीतना है, हारना नहीं है।
अरे ऊपर चढ़ गया। सेज हील, सेज हील, सेज हील, सेज हील।
अबे 80 है जेट, मार दे राइट। बढ़िया।
Spike down A.
Spotted A. Spike spotted A.
अरे पीछे रहना, पीछे रह।
Enemy remaining.
नाइस शॉट।
स्पाइक पे देखता रहिए, स्पाइक पे देखता।
Satchel out.
लेफ्ट में जा, रेस आगे में जा यार। बैक साइड
180 180। ओह 20 है। पीछे है, पीछे है, पीछे है, वॉल के पीछे है।
होल्ड कर।
Last player standing.
भाई मत 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 पीक मत लेना, पीक मत लेना, पीक मत लेना, पीछे खेल।
इजी
30
इजी।
seconds left.
नाइस वन गाइस, नाइस वन भाई, बढ़िया बढ़िया।
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged?
नाइस वन रे।
यार अबे यार स्पेक्टर चला रहा हूँ। बीच है, बीच है।
एक यहीं पे रुको, सेज सेज यहीं रुकियो तू।
बी आ गए, बी आ गए।
Spike planted.
बी प्लांट है, आ जाओ चलो चलो। अरे ऊपर ही बैठा है सारा कैलेंडर। सेज रैप कर दियो अगर कर सकता है तो मिड पे जाके।
अरे ऊपर गया है ना, कौन
पीछे
है?
से चले जा, रैप कर सकता है तो कर दे। रैप ब्रो, रैप 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 रैप।
कर दे, कर दे।
Duty is not over.
थैंक्स थैंक्स थैंक्स।
नीचे बैठा है
My ult's
नहीं
ready.
है।
Reloading.
मार
सेव
ब्रीम।
कर ले, सेव कर ले। आ रहा
Enemy remaining.
गन उठा के सेव, गन उठा के सेव।
नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा, सेव नहीं होगा, सेव नहीं होगा, सेव नहीं होगा।
वो सारा मुंह के सामने ही था वो।
My ult is ready. All right, lucky socks. Don't fail me now.
जी हार गए ना। पीछे खेलना।
फिर से बी लग रहा है।
बी
सेज यहीं रुक जाइए तू। कोई
पीछे आ जाओ।
एक फुट, एक फुट, एक फुट, एक फुट। ए ए
सारा बहन का लैंड चुदाव कर रहा।
सेज पीछे आधा, सेज पीछे आधा।
Bomb buddy out.
बॉल मार रहे शायद।
Satchel out.
रोटेट कर दो।
लेफ्ट में देखना सेज।
Mid clear.
Spike planted.
B A क्या है? Entry पे। नहीं करता।
Nightmare's over.
One enemy.
रुक जा फ्लो।
नाइस वन।
Shame. Love explosions.
Pay attention. Might learn something.
Could have a drop.
बाहर जाना। बाहर हो गया मतलब।
मत 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 बीर है। नहीं है मत तोड़ नहीं है कोई। ब्रीम कोई नहीं है। पीछे चला जा।
Enemy spotted mid.
Grenade.
पे साइड खेलो। B को छोड़ दिया।
Back like I never left.
अंदर से आएगा।
जेट है मिड में। आ जाओ स्पाइक।
Spike down A.
मेन खेल रहा है।
Last player standing.
आ जाओ यार। वहीं पे है तुम लोग। यहाँ से आगे निकल के ही है। आ रहे हैं
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
टीपी मारा।
बढ़िया।
You should stop trying.
अब फालतू।
Match point.
Party's over. Let's shout him out.
ब्लाइंड ने के पहिना से रमता नहीं आवा तू।
Need a drop. Thank you.
बाय मार्क तो बायाल जल्दी बायाल ना। अब मुक्की दीदी।
सेम भाई। बी पे भी जाओ।
अरे मैं नहीं जा रहा अभी, रुको।
Grenade.
Launching smoke.
लो उठा ले बहन।
गाइस मिड पे साउंड है।
अबे यार B को छोड़ दिया।
फुट्स मत देना सेज। मेरे साथ आ रहा है, फुट्स मत दे, ठीक है।
मिट्टू है यार।
Get out of my way.
मिड पे।
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
चलो भाई। जीस।
मैं मारूंगा।
कोई आखिरी किल करने दो यार।
मार दे।
थैंक्स गाइस।
Defenders win.
टीम पे आओ। प्लान बोला है आया हुआ है तो हाल दिया तो ना
भाई 2 मिनट रुक, मैं अपने दोस्त को भी बुला रहा हूँ।
बुला ले 5 स्टैक खेलते हैं टॉप रैंक क्या तेरी हेलो हेलो हेलो
उसका आखिरी बंदे को भी बुला लो, फिर करते हैं चालू।
आपकी टॉप रैंक क्या है भाई
भाई आवाज नहीं आ रही।
आ, आपकी टॉप रुक रुक
क्या भाई?
टॉप रैंक क्या है तेरी
डायमंड 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 एड हो गया है। ये
भाई
मेरी ऑल्ट अकाउंट है, मेन वाला दूसरा है।
सेम हियर
I know exactly what कौन है your father
बुला बुला सीआर को बुलाता है
स्टार्ट कर दो भाई।
स्टार्ट फोर स्टेक थोड़ी स्टार्ट होगा भाई तो डायमंड
वैलेंट पार्टी सही है यार। एक और को
क्या?
बुला।
फोर स्टेक थोड़ी स्टार्ट होता है भी
तो वो कहा गया चौथा बंदा गेम में जो था।
कोई तो जॉइंट पार्टी हुआ ना स्टार्ट करो आज तो मेरी दोस्त की आईडी को मैं
Start.
पॉइंट 2 या 3 लगाया
स्टार्ट गाइस।
कर दिया था कौन कैंसिल कर रहा है भाई बैन 3 मिनट का भैया क्यों बैन लगा क्या आया ये बैन है इसका देखना चलो वहाँ दोनों वो दोनों कहाँ के टन बोला हुआ इधर अरे नहीं वो मेरा दोस्त है भूदेव 09 अरे भाई स्टार्टिंग क्या है
अरे यार 4 बंदों में कैसे होगा, एक बंदा और लो यार फिर।
अरे मैं लाया था तू चला गया क्यों मैं बुलाया था एक बंदा वो गया अभी
क्या करे अब?
रुक 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 पिछली गेम से एक बंदा आया था
ओपन पार्टी है, कोई सा आ जाए तो ठीक है। किसी में कोई सा भी ऑनलाइन नहीं आएगा, देख लो यार।
अरे मैं मेरे में वो 2 मिनट बैन वाला बंदा है इस आईडी ये कौन भाई मेरे दोस्त क्या आप आइदा इनवाइट मोकले आयकले फटाफट
That hole. One watching है भाई. एक बंदा कौन देख रहा है?
क्या पता, क्या पता। जो भी देख रहा है, थैंक यू फॉर।
Match found.
देखो ना, देखो ना, देखो ना।
We are watching. Do. Huh? The hal start by door. You क्या है साले नहीं मारा.
देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना। चेयर लेना है, ले ले। देखना guys। ना ना ना, रहना नहीं, रहना नहीं। डेडलॉक लेंगे तो। डेडलॉक। स्मोकर।
I've got all the time in the world.
Nivel low पर आगे रहती.
अरे केजे क्यों लिया? 3 सेंटी।
संकी. हाँ संकी. संकी.
अब ट्रैप लगाते घूमना।
संकी बोल दिया. अबे नियल लेना था ना. Thank you so much guys.
देखो ना गाइस, देखो ना।
जिसको भी देख रहा है वो लाइक कर दो भाई. लाइक कमेंट में.
जय जय श्री राम।
हाँ देख लेना. अटैक भी कर दो.
मैं इसके बाद वॉच पार्टी करते हैं।
नहीं तो देखा. फालतू कौन देख.
Trust me, we can get this job done. Reloading. Reloading. Dropping smoke. Placing alarm bot.
फुट्स क्यों दे रहे हो?
Target barrier created.
Spike down A.
Placing smoke grenade.
60 है वाइपर।
Got one.
तेरे राइट में।
Spike's down.
मेन वीटो मैन है तेरे आगे।
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
तीनों को मार डाला तीनों को मारा एक ही बहुत होता है ऊपर है जो आएगा ऊपर से
दीदी है
Clutch.
ओ माँ का
थोड़ा लेट हो रहा था उसको क्या जाता इतना मत
Reyna, the offer stands. Take whatever life you need from me. She deserves it. Dropping smokes.
गलत स्मोक हुआ
Have one of these. Taking sentry.
सेज वाल ना
Lights down. Placing swamp grenade. Reloading. Barrier deployed.
ना डेडलॉक गलत
Last player standing.
जिसके उधर साइड साइड ये हर बार ऐसा शुरू होता
डेडलॉक क्या वॉल है ये तू करवाना किया वॉल आ
Neutralize the enemy gecko and you neutralize his creatures.
मैंने चोरा चोरी ना 165 में आली वो
Dropping smokes. Alarm out.
एंट्री लो ना राना एंट्री दिलवा भाई
Enemy spotted.
नाइस वन पेज
Reloading.
Last player.
हाँ कैसे हट ओए क्या कर रहा था मैं
Must be done. Staunch the bleeding. Placing alarm bot.
अरे देख ये तो हेड एम था भाई माँ कसम हेड एम था रीफ करना ठीक अरे सेज रीफ सेज
Your
Thank you,
duty
Poppy
is
bro.
not over. That was weird.
पीछे आजा तेरे पीछे
Target spotted mid.
Our spike's down. Spike down
Have
B.
one of these.
player
Carrier's
standing.
अरे यार क्यों नहीं लग रहा?
You're all more important than words in a brief. Look out for each other.
Reloading.
ए जाओ, मैं अलग खेल रहा हूँ, तुम जो जाओ जिस साइड जाना है जाओ.
The hunt begins.
No peeking. Drop in a smoke.
Enemy spotted. B. Careful.
Eliminated.
My ultimate is ready.
Here, catch.
Plant.
Turn out.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Found them. Careful.
Sensor destroyed.
Careful.
Backstab है.
One enemy remaining.
Sensor down. Bomb grenade out.
वहाँ जोड़े ना हो का. अरे हो राइट मुँह कहाँ जोड़े ना हो कहूँ तो है.
Keeping my grave empty. My ult is ready. Our way back up to the light.
पर बरीन फूट चालची. અલે હું તો જોવા એ જો ફૂટ્સમેન ખબર પડી ગઈ, પહેલા ખબર નથી. ફૂટ ચંપાએ અલર્ટ હોય રહ્યો.
No peeking. Back like I never left. Reloading. Barrier created.
ના
It's you and
અલ્ટ
me.
વાપરી દેજે ભાઈ. જાઓ સેજ અલ્ટ સેજ રીફ મી. What the fuck man. knock
Throwing net.
થયો રહ્યો.
Cutting their vision.
કહું અલા તારા ડેડલોક તારાથી થયો રહ્યો.
Barrier.
તારા જાળવાથી તેરો થયો તો.
Last player
તારા ઉપર જ
standing.
છે.
One enemy remaining.
બસ જીતી ગયા તું બસ મરી જાય. કુરબાની નહીં પોઈન્ટ સેવ
You
થાય.
know, I could just outlive them.
બાય હાલતા કુરબાની થી
Nah, bullets are.
Could I have a drop? Thanks.
તે લેકે તું તારા માટે જ મળ્યું. સેજ લઈ ગયો સેજ બાય દે
Could I have a drop?
સેજ બાય દે. લે લઈ જા લઈ જાઓ અહીં.
It begins.
આમાં કિલ જ ને તું જ પહેલા નંબરે. વાહ ભાઈ વાહ, क्या दीना करे.
Dropping smokes.
नाइस वन.
remaining.
down.
Main.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I can't. Could use a drop.
कुछ बाय कर लेना
Thank you. Dropping smokes. Have one of these.
120 गेको 120 है। हेवन है, मार दे तो मार, डेडलॉक। अल्ट मार तो पीछे गेलो सेव। गेको 120 है। नाइस।
Remaining. Still in sight.
सेव कर, सब सेव करो। वाइपर तेरे सामने। हाँ ठीक।
Var försiktig. The battle. I could use a drop. Thank you.
लो प्लांट करना है फिर
Fine.
रेडी हो जाएगा एक किल के बाद
मेरा थोड़ी होगा।
चार्ज हो जाएगा
Reloading. Push through any doubt.
पूरा। अरे यार हट। पहला नहीं बोल दो। पहला छोड़ दी तू तापे वेंडल હતી ना।
एबिलिटी वेट ओके राइट
Placing alarm bot. Alarm bot down. Here, catch.
लाइन
Refreshing.
110 नाइस।
Spike down.
सेज रीफ।
जरूरत नहीं है भाई क्या रे
हाँ रहने दे। मैंने देखा नहीं, मेरे को लगा 4 बंदे हैं। अभी कर देना, एक बंदा मरे तो कर दे। देख कवर दे।
That was weird.
One enemy remaining.
My ult ready.
जरूरत नहीं था डायरेक्ट वेस्ट
अरे वेस्ट नहीं, 2 बंदे थे भाई।
It helps with accuracy.
माग भाई रुक। हाँ ले तू वेंडल रख।
भी आ जाओ
Could I have a drop?
अरे वेंडल मागिली थी ऊपर है दे।
Could I have a drop? Thanks.
लाए वेंडल आल मना।
Through the calm, I see. Through the storm, I fight. Dropping smoke. Placing alarm bot. No peeking. See nothing. Pew, pew. Refreshing.
पीछे रहना हट ना वहां से, ऊपर चला जाओ।
One enemy remaining.
Not good enough. My ult is ready. I reckon I'll take a kip after this. I've earned it.
मारा कौन में
Reloading.
मारा कौन में लेकिन को
Reloading.
आओ ऊपर आओ मैं मारे नहीं वीडियो ने एडी में
Could I have a drop?
आ जाओ भाई ए कहाँ जा रहे हो? ए आना है। नहीं तोड़ना। कोई नहीं है ये पे।
Dropping smokes.
वीटो ने टीपी किया है यहाँ पे बस।
I want of these. No charges.
अरे यार ये फैंटम नहीं चलता है। 105 गैको।
One enemy
Deadlock मत जा।
remaining.
Alarm bot down.
Last round before the switch.
We cannot
किसके
keep
पास
our
है
goods after
skins?
this. Spend all. Can someone get this? Thank you.
मेरे मेरे
अरे गन नहीं चाहिए, स्किन चाहिए।
Could I have a drop? Could I have a drop?
अरे बाय दो ना
Could I have a drop? Thank you.
भी आ जाओ, भी आ जाओ, भी आ जाओ, भी आ जाओ, भी आ जाओ। डेडलॉक भी आ जाओ।
Dropping smokes.
एंट्री लो एंट्री लो एंट्री लो एंट्री लो राइट है पता है
Here.
Still in sight.
Barrier created.
डेडलॉक मेन वॉल कर दे इधर।
It's you and me.
ये भाई क्या था?
Last player standing. Last player standing.
Never left.
नहीं तो अल्ट हो।
अरे पहले तुम मर गए भाई
Welcome to my world. Switching sides.
Combat is a means to an end, and we are the means.
साइड पर ही खेलना गाइस, पुश मत करना, वो आएंगे तो साइड पर ही।
Reloading.
डेडलॉक बीच ए चले जाना। अच्छा केज है, कोई ना। ए गाइस, ऑल ए चलना रे। रेना आजा।
Kill confirmed.
ये जो ऊपर से आ रहा है नाइस वन
Spike down A.
क्लोव कवर देना उसको आके
Last player standing.
क्या कर रहा था भाई क्लोव
Spike planted.
Their tech is only as good as their skill, and there
अभी
we
भी
have
वो
some
लोग
beats.
पूरा जीत सकते हैं बहुत इक्वल चल रहा है प्लीज गाय थोड़ा अच्छे से स्मोक क्लोव A again.
Killed my bot. Target spotted A. Opponent killed.
डेडलॉक गन ले लेना रेना की गन उठा ले
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
राइट पे
One enemy remaining.
रेना भाई हाफ डिप हो गया जाओ
Well, that's just reloading. Dancing vacuum deactivated. Make them regret their choice of profession.
Reloading.
क्लोव वो साइड पे एंट्री करते हैं तब स्मोक दे दिया कर
Quick peeks now.
क्लो नहीं खेल रहा है,
क्यों नहीं खेल रहा है
दोनों आईडी में खेल रहा हूँ।
क्यों भाई
काम से गया भाई वो इसलिए।
ओके ओके अरे साइड पे आ गए बी ब्लाइंड डाल के मार दिए रहना ने ऊपर ऊपर
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted B.
नीचे
Target spotted B.
वॉल बैंग नहीं होगा भाई वॉल बैंग नहीं होता
Last player standing.
कैंपर है
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
लो डेड लो एक काम कर तो ट्रिप लगा दे तो थोड़ा एंट्री में जल्दी नहीं होगा ना बी मेन कर दे ट्रिप कर दे केजे तू अपनी ए ट्रिप लगा ले क्लोव कब आएगा ए अगेन रेना का फास्ट जल्दी आना भाई समर के पहले पीछे 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 के
Sensor drift. Bot assist. Multiple
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
पीछे से आएगी वो शायद।
Flawless.
Where are we going this time? Remember what worked in the past.
उनका वाइपर बैक स्टैबिंग कर रहा है बार बार, तो थोड़ा देख के पीछे से आ रहा है वो बार बार। किसी को फैंटम चाहिए, वो मुझे वैंडम दे दो अगर किसी को फैंटम यूज करते आते हैं।
I don't quit.
है कोई बोल ही नहीं।
The hunt begins.
पीछे खेल रहे हैं ना, पीछे खेल, एंट्री करने देना आने। मिड वॉल ब्रेक। मिड से भी आ रहा है। रेना मुझे कवर देना, मैं इसको अल्ट।
Not another step.
प्लीज कवर दो गाइस। दोनों उधर ही है, पीछे से आ सकता है तो केजे पीछे देख, मिड देख। हाँ रोटेट भी कर सकते हैं।
30 seconds left.
अरे पुश मत करो ना यार, क्या कर रहे हैं।
Last player standing.
साइड पे खेलो ना, बोला तो है, क्यों पुश कर रहे हैं। रोटेट अगर करना भी है तो पीछे से करो ना प्लीज। होल्ड होल्ड होल्ड, इधर ही आएंगे वो प्लांट।
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
अरे प्लांट हो गया।
Swarm grenade out.
Welcome to my world.
Bot coming back. Out of charges. Out of charges.
चाचा एक ही होगा शायद इधर साइड पे।
One enemy remaining.
नाइस वन, डिफ कर जल्दी कर। आ रहा है वो, डिफ हो जाएगा, कर हो जाएगा। नाइस नाइस।
Oh, my genius.
मत ले फाइट भाई, सेव कर।
There's no need for
फाइट
the
लिया,
enemy
जीत
to
के भी
suffer.
मर
Kill
गया।
them fast. Did I have a drop?
रेना ऑफ मत कर, वैसे भी हम 4 लोग हैं, मत कर ऑफ। सुन ले भाई रेना। भी मेन आ रहे हैं। रेना ऑफ करने मना किया भाई, सुन ले। अरे यार मेरी गलती है, सॉरी। मार कर दे इधर ही कर दे। जल्दी कर, इतना ओपन में नहीं करती।
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Stand tall. We are valorant. We are fighters.
क्लोव कब आएगा? डेडलॉक अभी भी वो लोग कवर कर सकते हैं गाइस। स्मोक दे देना मेन। guys, A. पीछे किल.
No peeking.
It's you and me.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
अरे भाई क्या करूं मैं, कितनों को मारूं. अल्ट कर देना. अबे यार क्या कर रहा है डेडलॉक. मुझे पता है 2 आईडी से
You
खेल रहा है,
must
पर
fall. Then
प्लीज
fall near me.
हारना नहीं है. भाई तू अकेले साइड होल्ड कर रहा है. स्पेक्टर ले ले.
Get on with it.
बाय ले ले किसी से. नहीं पैसे नहीं है. A again. मिड से भी आया कोई वॉल की साइड से.
Spike planted.
भाई केजे.
Bye. Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Nice one guys.
Reloading.
We cannot let them unweave our world. Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
Reloading.
कोई आया. ग्लोव आया क्या. डेडलॉक. भाई उसको बुला ले.
The hunt begins.
बी आ रहे हैं.
Still inside.
Reloading.
केजे बी आ रहे हैं. अरे भाई ऑडिट करने में पीछे.
Ult is ready.
The rush.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose! That was weird. Storm grenade. Drop in a smoke.
Maybe they are A. Hold B.
One enemy remaining. Spike
Okay.
down A.
Spike A. Come fast. Nice one. ओडिन करेंगे अब वो
Match
लोग.
point.
Usher them towards their eternal rest.
आराम से खेलना प्लीज गाइस. पुश मत करना. हो जाएगा. ग्लोब स्मोक देना भाई.
Barrier created.
A.
Drop in a smoke.
There.
I can't use that.
Spike down
अरे
A.
यार मेरा गेम लैग हुआ. सॉरी माय बैड. एक ऊपर से भी आ रहा है. ठीक है केजे. नाइस वन. राइट से आएगा शायद. एक
One enemy remaining.
Nice one.
Cutting their vision.
होल्ड करो स्पाइक होल्ड करो. आया सामने से आया. आराम से रहना. अरे तुम पुश मत करो, आराम से खेलो होल्ड करके. इधर राइट में ही है वो. क्लो इजी. नहीं मत कर. नाइस वन गाइस. दीदी
Celebrate! Party in the danger room!
A streamer is a gamer, but with everything on the line. The pressure of both gaming and streaming on one laptop. One mistake and a million memes.
He's alone against 5.
But my Lenovo Legion stays cool under intense pressure and optimizes performance in real time for uninterrupted gaming.
Yes, last one standing.
Lenovo, damn the odds.
Yeah.
4 duelists, even if they're not playing
the other
duelists.
4's doing
The other-
what he's
yes.
doing right now, yeah.
The
But
whole
he-
team's dead before he gets in the size. Prowler, throws the horn.
Exactly.
Oh, the whole team's dead. Great,
So-
no kills for me.
Is this something that we want to keep seeing from Patman, though? This kind of aggression from him? Is this something that global esports needs to continue to find success?
Yeah, particularly on the Omen. I mean, you could definitely be pretty aggro on that agent in particular. I mean, maybe he's going to be doing a Munchkin cosplay on the Viper as well and just dry peeking things. That's a bit more of the Korean style there. But look, it worked out well for them. But it wasn't just Patman. I mean, Split was an effort by committee. Everyone on Global performed well. Crystal is the Patman of Global Esports team, went 9 for 9 and threw Fade Dogs the whole map.
I think exactly as you said there, as long as the balance is good, right? You have some guys that can go a little bit more aggressive and other guys that's going to hold back a little bit, make sure that I'm going to secure the ship, I'm going to secure the sails if everything gets a little bit crazy. And for Crystal, that was his job.
Now, our predictions, at least on this desk, were Paper X. And things are looking a little bit different now.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling as we enter into Split with this form of global esports? We got a Patman on a revenge arc right now. He's having a great time popping hits.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I kind of just am not caring as much about my predictions at the moment because I'm happy we're getting a really competitive league. Like, seeing already upsets from Nongshim, you see a couple of upsets. DFM is playing better and better. If GE is able to win over Paper X, I really feel like the parity in Pacific is going to make this quite an exciting kickoff and be a really good lead into the rest of the year.
To be honest, I'm so ready to go 0-3. The last 3 with my predictions.
Yeah.
I'm out of kickoff at this point. I did my 3 elimination. I'm out. So right now, I'm loving Pacific being this competitive. To be honest, I won't mind if GE takes it here. Doesn't matter about the prediction. I just love to see.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you
Yeah.
think this is theirs for the taking at this point? Or are you still a little bit unsure?
I think Bind is hard. I really like Paper X's Bind.
yeah.
It's really annoying to play against something on that map. The amount of like deception and seeds that you can sow on Yoru with the TPs is just really annoying to play against, and it fits their style as well. You know, they can run similar to what you saw on Split, but I think it might be a bit more effective this time. You know, the TP traps and things like that. They can just be flooding bathrooms on their defense when you're trying to go and run bathroom control or something like that. But GE dealt with that style very well on Split. It's just a question of if it transfers to other maps as well.
Yeah, well, on RQ, we kind of had a little bit of PTSD from some things Yoru killing us through smokes. He did it on Reyna as well. So he comes alive on that map.
Looking at the Asian comps here, Paper X not changing anything up at all. This is their quintessential style and their start out on the defense. So like I said before, keep an eye on something on that Yoru and those explosive TP plays.
We are going to see the double duelist coming out for global esports. We
But who's
are going
playing?
to see no Viper though.
Yeah, Patman on Waylay though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
different.
crazy.
Waylay.
That's different. He used to play a duelist back on Now's, I mean, back in the tier 2. So he's not, he's not new to this role, but he's not played it at all as, since entering franchise.
This is going to get real interesting.
Yeah, I remember him playing Neon a little bit more and things like that though. I don't know if I've seen him play an Asian like Waylay before.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fascinating way to close this particular series. I'm really excited. The thing is, Frost has been trying to beat Paper X for so long, and he's been waiting to get the right team to do that. And you can tell this guy is vibing with his team, and this could be it.
Yeah, and he's had to prep Talon against this kind of bind before, and he's playing against the same style, so he should know his stuff.
Exactly. All right. I don't know what you guys think at home as we send it back to our cast for Map 3 Global Esports versus Paper X. Casters, please take it away.
Guys, this could be it, but at the same time, I would just like to report that Komodo has been quite literally vibrating in his chair. He's so excited to talk about this comp that GE's got.
Surprise! Patman is back on Duelist. It has been nearly 1 year since we saw him play a Duelist, and you want to know some backstory with that? He played Yoru on Pearl. Who was his leader back then? It was Javi. They were together on Naus, and it worked a treat for them. It was against the Mongols back then. They won the series 2-0, and it was very, very convincing. Anyways, this is going to be very fun because we all know the ingenuity that Paper Rex did love to come out with, specifically on the defensive side of Bind, right? We always saw Patman on the fade setting up some really good eyes for their fountain plays. I'm not expecting that to change right now for Envy to slot in, but you damn know that GE are going to be ready for some cheeky things, some plays that need to come out, and Javi, well, he's going to have to just think to skedaddle out of that one. There's too much heat around B. It's A time.
Yeah, ready is the key word, right? I mean, he heard all that intel. Now they know it's the go signal to go into A site. They've already claimed U-Haul straight back into sight, watching for as much as possible, not fully committing the spike just yet. It's a TP play.
It's got to be Devi right now over at the Garden. Does he put up the wall? There's no toxins to be able to really have massive length on this, or maybe there is because it tickles them, it tags them, and that's all that was needed for the advantage. Just Patman, though, switches to Lurk.
Whoa! What a straight shot, and it's another TP coming through now. The spike getting delivered.
It's so stupid that this is working, and I say that word carefully because he's not even seeing the opponents. He's pre-firing them with the Sheriff. He's sitting Envy down. He's sitting Forsaken down. He's even looking for something now.
That was almost a shave. And a haircut! He gets it at the end! But no reaction. He's cool as a cucumber.
How is there no reaction on that one? Waylay for the first time ever. 4K on the Sheriff. Head shots through walls, pre-fires, and sharp shots. I mean, he's done everything in that round.
I thought he'd be putting tanks in all. Nope, nope.
Like, how does that work, man?
Look at the last one as well.
It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I really think the desk has nailed it, though, with what they're saying when he's out for blood. Literally out for blood in that round. 4 kills. Crazy.
Blood's in the water. They've picked up the scent, and now Paper Rex have no choice but to hang back.
See what the pistols can do on this defensive side for them. Full rotations to the B side. A glimpse of Yudotan.
Toxins going up.
He wants to try and take a little cheeky fight. Needs to think better of it, though, as we've got to lean towards the A site now for GE.
It's all a bait play, just the pawns making moves. Bishop's in position now out towards Showers. Autumn with a shot.
He's got no TP to get out of here as well, so he'll take the chip damage that he gets from the tag. Come a little bit deeper in towards this half as well. I'm going to be keeping a little eye on about the defaults between Yudotan and Javi with the Veto and the Astra. It gives a little bit of good strength to the defaults that they're going to have if they try to maximize star placement and TP placement as well. Meanwhile, Patman is just sailing in towards the site.
Smooth breeze.
Criminal at the moment. He's just getting away with everything, dancing on his opponents.
Smooth operator as well. Oh, no, not the gun.
Oh.
Devi, though? Okay.
Would you put it past Devi and Jing to be finding the 2 versus 3? Now, just the latter.
Still being somewhat cautious, but with the wall bangs now possibly going through. Yep, we don't want to.
We don't want to see you walk into a nade again.
We've seen that before. But now he's just too darn low, so last kill will go over the GE. Just carefully, methodically slicing through every angle.
Okay, like
with the pistol and the second round, now we wait to see what Paper Rex have up their sleeve in a composition that they've run for the longest time, of course. How many different times can you change things up? Last time we saw the switch up for them, they introduced the Clove into the roster, but they thought better of that in the off-season, switching back to the Brimstone. We saw a Deadlock in the composition once upon a time as well, but this ultimately is where we kind of rely on seeing some consistency, right? The Brim Viper, the double duelists, and once Patman on the fade, now Envy. And Patman is just going to open things up, and the trades are going to come out.
Paper Rex getting geared up for the fight coming through, but here comes Pat. Got a bit of a utility combo of his own. The rest of the team now trying to chime in on through, but Forsaken just good for at least one. Spike possibly coming through, but they're still relatively low. Prowler will confirm their suspicions, and they're looking for the TP play.
Yeah, but they don't hear the second one right now, and Patman did showcase a bit of a flanking scenario earlier. Envy aware of that one, so a nice heads-up idea. That was going to come out, reaps good reward. Now Crystal, 1 versus 2. Could get the orb if he wants to, could go for the plant. If he hits the TP after getting it, you would never read that Envy's playing off angle as he goes for a bit of a cave look approach or a flank around A. They're just not going to give Crystal any opportunities here into any sort of favorability. So he's going to have to dig deep to try and find this 1 versus 2. Never mind. Device is going to one-tap him.
Good try anyway, but Device just Device, so simple startings, and Jinx got his showstopper for the upcoming round.
Alright, if I'm Yudo-tan, I'm licking my lips with this Interceptor as soon as I hear that showstopper. Haven't really seen Yudo, do too much yet. Haven't really seen, honestly, too much of all of GE currently, because it's been Patman being sent in, getting the kills, and they've been following him with the set of utility as well. So we'll start to see maybe some change-ups in that approach now that we've got a big rifle round in play. There's the showstopper that comes out. There's the Interceptor. I'm licking my lips, baby. I told you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just utter dismay for Jing right now.
That's 3 showstoppers that have been eaten.
Throughout this entire series, you're right.
Well, it's a reset on the round in its entirety for Paper Rex at the moment. 3 towards A with the showers control. Prowler confirming information down through B long. As Jing plays sight, Envy plays elbow. They're going to have to start to turn up the pace and get a rotation out from Forsaken with the stimmy on.
Otherwise, it's going to be hard and heavy.
Yeah, the toxic screen will go down and he can drop some sky smokes. Got 1 left.
In position. Ready to let the abilities rip. Envy good for the first frag, but still the stars quite pesky.
But are they going to align at the moment? Eventually this Nebula will fade, and there's no plant down just yet. Javi, I don't think he's got any stars left either.
Wow. Instead of getting the spike plant safely, they go in for the duels, all huddled up as a squad. Forsaken, though, pushed on up. Trying to get them through with the wall bangs, but here comes Autumn, sharp as ever. 1v2, 15 seconds, they go hightail it to A.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit tight here at the moment. They will be able to go for the safer plan. I've seen something get some wallbang shots before, but it's elevation from Autumn, and he removes the head from the shoulders for the 4K. Well played out and fought for Global Esports. And I'm wondering to myself, when is that buzzer going to be hit from Paper X Alex again for another early timeout? Because Global Esports have really put some early pressure onto them in this series.
You're absolutely right. Could come in sooner rather than later, given how these rounds have gone. I mean, just look at the awareness that they've got, not really sticking the plant just yet, going for the push.
I mean, it was what, a 4 versus 2, and they don't go for the plant just yet because they don't exactly know if there was a flank possible, if you're already on the site. Gonna be the eco scenario right now for Paper X on the back of the toxic screen. It drops. You could go for a fight together if you want. Patman maybe would have been ill-advised to go for it, had Forsaken stuck on the line still. Luckily enough for Global Esports, they themselves are just playing a big spread default.
He knows.
Just maximize if they can catch any of the GE stragglers playing a cheeky corner yourselves. That was a missed haunt, by the way, I believe, from Crystal in towards the showers.
We gotta think. It's just the utility. We've seen Patman outside of showers.
The problem is Pat feels very narrow focused on towards Forsaken at the moment, trying to bring him in towards Jing's crosshair. It's not going to happen though. Crystal finds Devi, and it's definitely go time in towards this B site. Envy on a possible flank here, Quack, to see what he could do.
Without a doubt. You know that Patman tends to be that lurk, so still somewhat aware that he could be right around market, but still also pushing on through. But there goes Pat!
Timing, bandit shots come on out. 10 seconds to get this plant. Orbital strike buys crucial time for Paper X.
Oh, but still G feeling somewhat comfortable until Forsaken goes on through. Tries to land the flank on the Autumn, but Autumn keeps them in check. Spike planted, time extended, and now the utility confirms positioning. Envy, though, with the weapon in hand, has to do all the work. Unfortunately, goes down now, and it's just Jing left onto the Frenzy. No range, no shots. Trying to find onto it. Autumn still making his feet dance, and then goes in for the kill, the coup de grace!
He's just toying with him. He knows that he's superior in that fight. They found out where he was from the Haunt. He's got a Frenzy. There's not much you can do in that 1v3 you feel there as Jing. Very nicely navigated in its entirety, I feel like, for Global Esports in this round. I mean, there was a Haunt thrown in that got a reveal, but it even felt like when that plant was going down and they had enough time to spare when the orbital strike came down as well. They weren't too phased in the moment. There's that timeout I was mentioning a little bit earlier as well, right? It's another great round count start for Global Esports.
This keeps on up, similar to what we saw in Split. Oh boy.
This timeout is even earlier than the timeout on the previous map of Split from PaperX as well. 2 rounds earlier, in fact.
Should I be worried for PaperX?
See, that's the beauty of having a triple elimination format.
Ah.
This is their first showing, right?
Yeah.
This is Envy still integrating into the roster. This is a Global Esports that you don't have evidence to be able to research and see a lot of, right? It's in the moment. You've got to adapt and figure out what they're doing. If you came to me before this series and you said, what composition do you think Global Esports are going to be running? It wouldn't have been Patman on Waylay. I don't think anybody had that on their cards.
Definitely not, dude, except for you, because you speak to Frost, you guys are tight. But this series, at least, triple elimination aside, I mean, Frost is just elated.
Oh, if he gets the win here with the boys, first time he bests something, and PRX.
And Alex.
Yep. Opts out for something as well, by the way, over at the A site by his lonesome self. Big amounts of effort over in the garden at the moment needs to come out from Jing, and he just doubles on down for the third. It's absolutely brilliant.
Down B.
Perfect recoil control. The spike now just cluttering down. The round's done.
Pretty much. Pretty much. You would need to see some massive slip-ups at the moment from PaperX to allow an opportunity for Global Esports to get back in towards this round. Just playing a bit of a high-low setup in the garden as well with the protector over the spike. No way that Javi would be able to get back in towards this one.
One enemy remaining.
Snake bite just makes it worse.
And now Jing is hunting for the ace. The crowd wills it.
Yeah.
And he will go a-hunting, unlike Texture, Mr. 4K on Pearl.
Come on, Jing.
Will Yudo-tan
30 seconds left.
deny?
Give us a good show.
Not the stopper, though.
Oh, no. Yudo-tan will completely prevent that.
Well, it would be OP if you're throwing a showstopper in a 1 versus 5. This round, you will just take the knee as Global Esports, a conversion after PaperX's timeout. 5 alive as well builds up a bit more of their own economy, which they dug deep into the pockets of. There's a sliver of a chance, by the way, now that this ace is going to come out. Here we go.
No! Yudo! He's managed to sidestep it. He gets the headshot instead.
And we'll go again.
Cheeky.
Money in the pockets of Global Esports will permit a bit of a buy-up too. Sometimes going for a bit of a dry fight up through long without any flashes, any prowlers to permit your way in will get the better of you. Saw a lot of dry walk duels in the last map tried to be found, and it was working a treat. This time you can't do that. I'm gonna highlight something here as well. Something currently 0 and 5 on this defensive side with the Yoru.
He's onto the op now.
Very hungry to get started into this map of binds. Will Autumn allow that to happen?
Who's next?
Seen it. Here, of course, it's going to be dimensional drift. Ooh! Well, just as he tries to exit it. Not sure what happened there.
Hopefully we get to re-see that one. Feels like it must have been a very quick no-scope on the operator. Something on the board, willing that into play. See if he's going to come out still with the massive potential that we saw in Stage 2 from him of last year, of course, and kind of consistently as well in the Paper X train.
Very pivotal role for sure, but right now, jump spotting.
Yep. Top player, mate, and we'll see if we're going to get a top play come out from him and Forsaken over at the A site right now. Patman is ready with the light speed going in.
Yeah, just not going to want to play with any of that. Saturate connects, though, right around the edge of the smoke. Patman goes hunting, has picked up a scent, and there it is. Something for the trade.
30 seconds to go, no plant. You hear the audible TPs. Devi will beat them here, but what can he do? No fuel on the wall, just goes up, catches Crystal.
Almost lands a second. Teammates on the hunt through the teleporter. Fully blinded, but Javi still lands a shot. But still a 1v2 with time running out. It's gonna be Jing.
And then there were 3 for Paper X, knocking at the door of GE now to try and tie things up, and also making them consider for the save here that will come out. Here's that no scope that comes through, so it was indeed the play. And now he's got to be feeling a little bit more comfortable with the op on Bind's defensive side with that round to come through. I'm looking towards this next round as well, and I'm thinking to myself, there is a couple of ultimates up for grabs to use to try and sway favor. But on this eco round of globals, they are the ones that, you know, without them essentially. So the time for Paper X to build more economy, tie the game up, look for a strong ult round perhaps next, as GE do get pretty easily into this A site.
Just constantly going with that double dash. Orbs and Incendiary spent, though. GE's already gotten what they wanted. Spike down, Bucky in position. And Paper X just looked to quickly decimate every single last bit of it. Continuing to push on through the bath side. Continuing to push on through with Forsaken onto a triple. Yudotan finding one shot. Jingo onto the next, and Forsaken to finish it off with a quad.
Now 3 in a row for Paper X. Those 2 casualties that they suffer, not going to be too worried about. You'd assume the defuse 2, they start with 3 ultimates in the round. They exercise 1 from Envy. They come away with 2 more. So I'm talking about these strong ultimates that they're going to be able to play with in this next round. Definitely be a good old reliable scenario for them to take the lead on this map of Bind, the final one of this series. We'll see a change up from Global Esports now as well. A potential fight over at B long, as Paper X are playing a massive strong side here with all the members, specifically the operator. This is where I do kind of just ask for normal Fade things, right? Prowler up, clear your angles.
She seems to prone to plant Forsaken inside the TP. Holding the angle down into long now. Surely at any moment, ooh, gets away.
It's good that you mentioned that TP play as well, because Patman just has to be aware of it. There's the close corners, spots out Devi. Will Forsaken go a little bit premature or not?
Maybe not too much just yet. The ultimate spent and possibly baited out as well.
Patman's just going to stay outside of the teleporter, as Forsaken has to get his smokes available to drop down on towards this A site to help his team into something's open arms again on this operator, as Patman does find Forsaken.
Fantastic call out there. Something as well. Will be able to throw a slight wrench in their plans, but still, GE are intact. Yudotan this time caught by the showstopper.
30 seconds to go. Plant to start to come down. Great convergent pass as well to push something off the line as the plant goes down. Falls.
And it's a 2v3. Devi, what do you have? He's instantly kept in check by Crystal. Still onto the operator. It is something. Trying to flush out Javi. Devi tries to find a couple more shots, but the team works together against him. It's just something left. Bolt action, and he's got to make it work. Plays around the corner, tries to land a quick flick. It's a sortie play instead. Patman now trying to close up the distance. He extends it. He takes the round.
Lots of backwards and forwards in that one. And some good awareness as well from Patman, I've got to say, in that one, right? Just staying a little bit later out through the market, making sure that Forsaken does not get out of the teleport free of charge, because they saw something with the operator real early on over at B long, right? They see the clone go through. You can kind of theorize that, oh, okay, it was just a fake to try and draw our attention away. But you also got to remember, he's been on this team before. He's seen these things before. These plays are available. Sometimes you even see the plays where the Yoru goes to the TP themselves, then throws the clone out, and they themselves sit in with a bailout strategy. So there's always change-ups that you can throw into the mix.
Such a big pickup for the team right now, but as the next round comes up, something with an op again.
And the pit over towards B long 2 as it showers control for Global. Yudotan with Evolution, Crystal with Nightfall. You can deploy them over here if you want as well. It might feel like another flipped map scenario if Paper X want to get a bit of a flank happening. Forsaken is going for a bit of a hunt that it doesn't feel like Javi is aware of.
Oh, but unfortunately it's going to be Envy as well, walking with the crosshairs Pat. Nightfall out now, and the site is under pressure. Something not quite landing the shot. Javi as the Lurk will be able to deal a bit more damage. Forsaken trying to extend his grasp, will be able to do just that. Devi as well arriving on time. Up towards Lamps now. It's Crystal who unfortunately bites the dust. Yudotan goes full evolution, wanting to save the round. Straight onto it. It's Pat out from the top, and now Forsaken. Another shot through. Incendiary as well, but Yudotan should not be disturbed. Healing back up. The spike getting stuck all the way through! Something with the shorty to tie up the score!
Yeah, Patman still had the saturate in that moment. I thought he was going to deploy that one out to try and play around it, but opted not to do so. In that evolution, you can look for the sprays, but we're spraying a little bit too high there, Yudotan. If someone's on the defuse, they're crouched a bit. They're not standing. Unlucky, to be honest with you. This operator, again, from something is just always an annoyance. 2 more rounds to go in the half. Broken state of affairs for Global Esports come at round number 11 right now, though. A non-broken Haunt too, revealing Javi's position as it is a little bit more rampy for Global in towards Hookah. Patman's trying to get in towards and see what he can spot. He'll find a kill before being traded.
Actually managed to do it, but something is still right around the corner, leaving Javi alone with this bandit. Wants to pick up the spike, but obviously hearing the teleporter as well, something also closing in around, as is Envy.
Yeah, and Envy's just going to be the one to polish him off in the end. Paper X will reclaim lead now. Move into the last round of this half. A lot of these fights just going backwards and forwards and quick kills in that feed.
Even on rounds like these, I'm just kept on the edge of my seat.
Everyone is with the fast pace that these are happening from go, essentially.
6-7.
No.
Can we get a fine on
Yeah.
that one, please?
Pop-ups, someone?
Well, operator in Hookah, Devi to back up as well, but it's another pacey one from Global Esports to try and get in towards this B site perhaps, and I think they want to stall, if maybe a little bit possible. There's a couple of ultimates that'll come around the corner, but Patman gets shut down first.
This time, yeah, quick to find its trajectory, but still Spike. Oh, get off it just to kind of beat them through.
Spike planted.
Blindsides, paint shells all tossed as well, but unfortunately now walking past the Cosmic Divide, they will meet their doom. Yudotan trying to go for the TP as well, but it's Forsaken finding the frags. Orbital Strike coming in, and all the players burnt to a crisp.
It was very cheeky from Yudotan to cross-cut behind them in amongst of the chaos, but he's already lost his boys in amongst the most of that. And Crystal, I think, was like 2 milliseconds off getting the plant originally and came off it because he saw the gun barrel peek through the Cosmic Divide. At the end of the day, though, no tied scorelines here. Paper X, they do recover sensationally after Alex calls for that timeout. 6 out of 7 rounds. He's no aware of that one, luckily enough that it was Forsaken in the back lines.
Yeah, come up here, dude.
Halftime.
Change up approach now. See what the defenses of Global Esports are going to look like again with the Veto in the mix as opposed to a Astra that you would, a Viper that you would come to see normally.
As has been the trend of the day.
There was a flawless run on the defensive side over on Split, mind you, as well.
Right.
Not a single attacking round from Paper X.
My goodness.
Definitely feel like we're going to be in a different universe in this map, though.
Despite it being 7-5, you know, you're just not out of the waters.
Not at all. Now that something as well is starting to be present back in the server. Started, what, 0-5, and I know that he ends on like 8 kills I saw in the second last round. More in the one after, I believe, potentially. Anyways, he's gone positive now. That's the way.
That is the way. Also for this Patman Waylay, I mean, back on Split, you know, a little glimpses of that on towards Bind.
There is moments that I think it's been a little bit too aggressive, and it's been Patman diving in towards the site without Autumn kind of trailing in with them as well. Right, you got the double dive opportunity. Some would call the mosquito comp, and you're missing Autumn in a couple of those bits. So we'll see that adjusted later on if they're going to still play this composition. Going for the TP play though at the moment. The Showers control that Paper X just want no business in having and seeing. Creep up walk towards U-Haul, and the wall falls. It's the information gathered.
Yeah, I definitely suspected a couple of shots going through, but still. Now swarming the site. It's a really tight choke point for GE.
Oh, this is just going to be a wonky post.
Oh no, Paper X, they're hopping on through, looking for the right click, something with a couple, but Autumn's still alive. Eating a Prowler as well. Just able to B-hop into that.
There's some damage done to something in Envy though. This can be workable.
And Crystal onto the Frenzy as well. Just got to know the positions, but look at Envy. Running all the way to the other end, playing around the toxic screen. It's Yurotan. Onto the spike, gets up at the right time. Goes in for the wide swing, but something has to tap. Crystal now to do all the remaining work. Trying to turn back around, running out of time. He manages to find at least one frag, but Envy will seal the deal for Paper Rex.
And there's that attacking sided round that they were missing over on Split. Off to the races in the very beginning. One player surviving at the end though, but more importantly, the job was done. Kind of the worst case scenario if you're Global Esports as well. Playing for the B long, playing for Showers when your opponents just all walk up short. Very common pistol strategy comes to this map as well.
Game's not done.
Chance for Paper X to really establish some good momentum on this attacking side now.
See if they can make it through with minimal damage. Straight in towards Bats.
Yeah, 4 players stacked over at this A site as well. That's a bit of an elongated spray from the Spectre, but it gets the job done at the end.
Oh, well, not quite as clean. Forsaken will be able to pick up the weapon. Patman's still around the corner with the Bandit.
Yeah, but Crystal is just nowhere.
Go in and rob something away, but yeah, with Crystal that far.
Yeah, Patman feels like because of the time, he needs to do something early. He needs to try and find, well, 2 picks, to be honest with you, before Crystal would have come. Just too far-fetched to ask for. Crystal falls at the end as well. So all in all, some damage out there from the classics of GE. As now they'll get a bye into the last half of the series.
G possibly could still turn things around. It's a 4-round gap.
Yep, or Paper X could run away with it.
Certainly. Gun sustained, but here comes GE with the full buy. Veto utility on the A site.
No outlaws or anything from Global either. Would have had 4 members that would be susceptible to that over on Paper X's side. Ooh. Stinger in the mix for Jing. Bulldog for Envy. You've also got a Guardian for Forsaken if you want to consider that. Patman looking to be super aggro again on this Waylay.
It's been Paper X with early A Bath's pressure, so Checking, confirming, smokes all abound.
And just know that Autumn is so itchy to hit that TP as well. He's just going to lock himself in towards B long at the moment. Meanwhile, PaperX feels like they've just overwhelmed this site right now. Tapping on the plant. If he's going to stick that one. 5v5.
Down it goes. Autumn, long journey before you make it to site, brother. So the rest of the team trying to find some elevated shots, but it's Something who gets the drop, now repositioning. Javi trying to lay down the cement. But whether it's not going to work, it all comes down to these duels. You got to take down Lambs, you got to take down Bats. Paper Rex still treading water. Stride up around Something. Here's the tap, wants to go for the swing, and there it is. Gate crash on through. Goes in for the fake, it's Jing, running out of ammo. He looks for the right click, and he lands it! Paper Rex doubling their score up against GE.
A bonus round found for them, really low HP at the end for Jing. I just feel like Global cannot afford to have these 5 versus 5 situations. Got to get some sort of advantage earlier on. As it was just too oppressive from Paper X, getting in your face, getting the plant down. Didn't have too much utility at the end that they could just throw and barrage down on you, but they're hitting the shots, they're getting the crossfires, they're making some good informed decisions to try and close the round.
Now they're having a good time. Back onto the Outlaw.
At a party at the moment. Something finds one, the drift would become available as well.
Eager for that prospect. He's marking the angle. The rest of the team once again back in the baths.
Now Patman close towards short with the Bucky. The Sheriff though of Yudo-tan. Good for 2. Stellar shots. Patman with that Bucky. I just mentioned it as well. This is a round that would be a blessing for Global.
Still though not out of it yet. Something.
Yeah, he could pull the rug out from under them, couldn't he?
Just trying to scavenge, but now caught out. It's Forsaken left. Trying to go in for the tap, and Crystal right around the corner will find the drop. A thrifty round picked up by GE.
Is that going to be the way for them to get back in towards this half, though? It's a good start. Don't get me wrong. On the board can reset the money of Paper X if they do convert this next one, but you start to get into some of those ultimate territories. And I look at Yudo-tan, who's done some good damages to have this evolution online that he'd be able to weather and fight through. So we need to see just step up perhaps come through. But also I feel like for GE to not just wait patiently on these sites for Paper X to waltz on in. Needs to try and gain the favor themselves, really. Yudo-tan sitting on top of triple here is not going to be all too hot when he was sniffed out by the Yoru there.
Yeah, he's alone, but at least keeping them in check. His teammates have arrived behind him through the teleporter. A couple of players dead. Scratch that, it's a third as well. Forsaken with a spike, trying to head on through Hookah. Something trying to stay on site, doing a bit more damage.
But there's no over-rotate as well to the A site. Look, Crystal's still here, and so is Pat.
So many options left.
Crystal's jumping on the trampoline, which Forsaken, you know he wants to remove. And that's why!
Oh my god. Almost dead. Now, just tossing out all the utility, getting as much value out as possible. Perhaps Something undetected.
Yeah, now noted though, and Patman is so eager to try and find him. Something you'd expect doesn't miss the corner, but Patman doesn't miss the shot. And Crystal will finish off Forsaken despite getting dinked down to 10 HP early. Double down for Global. But of course, more work to do.
Yeah, Paper X got that cushion. But still, I mean, swings like that just can't be making those happen.
Yeah, I mean, you got that scenario as well, right, where Something's getting out the drift to try and figure out what all locations are stacked around that A site. And I'm looking at that with all the utility that comes through to Yudo-tan. He had the crosscuts available over towards the vents, over towards tower as well, but he sticks through everything, destroys a little bit of the utility, which would do diddly squat to him too, mind you. But hey, the rest of the team was there to hit the shots where required too. And eventually it works out nicely for them, forcing out the second time out from Paper X as well. Global Esports are really holding to a lot of these timeouts. Frost, you talking to Termy?
Oh, I don't know if he's doing much talking there.
Yeah, to be fair, DRX calling a lot more timeouts in the series previously as well.
That's
so
true.
You only got a limited time to talk to your teams in this game.
Maybe it's trust. Yeah, he's worked them to the bone in that 1 month that he has with them. So just trying to see what they've got. But so far, they're coming back up.
If you feel confident in the calls that you are hearing from Harvey, from Crystal getting involved, from Autumn maybe as well,
no need.
should be good. But 10-7, those 2 rounds really important. The last time though, we did see you know, the timeouts come out from Paper Rex in the first half. They just ran away with the rounds. Whether or not we'll see the same here for Global, that's to be decided and discovered now. Lesser buy for the Paper X's. Something. Is he fake cloning? He's fake cloning. Didn't work out.
Yeah, a little bit ballsy, but there's also a couple of ultimates online for both sides.
Portal closed.
Yeah, it'd be hard task to ask though to showstopper an orbital strike in an eco such as this, unless you really do have good advantages or you trap them in the middle of the site perhaps.
Udotan's here as well, so right now just getting pinned down. Autumn with a shot, showstopper to try to open things up, but it's not happening. The door is being shut in your face. Defy, unfortunately, shut down.
Well, it's not being shut in your face, it's being slammed in your face at the moment there. You get one with the showstopper, but everything else is just getting peppered down, sprays through smokes and walls that mean nothing. GE gets through that round. Paper X, well, they do have a buy to come up now. But do they have a change of play? Do they have a change of play? When you consider that Global Esports right now, 3 in a row, got to start to build a bit of confidence together as a unit.
Are you guys stupid?
No showstopper should have been used in that round. Devi is one away from the pit though, so if that does come into fruition,
it's a really good point, you know.
Can be good, yep. Snake Bite as well that we see thrown on down to scale up towards B, but you've got 4 members here for Global now. Just Patman towards the A side of things, and the chokehold's going to be popped by the fake out clone. So Patman does need to be very on the trigger to get out of a sticky situation. So I love this walk call from GE to get all this information. Give Pat a bit of awareness and heads up that he does need to be real careful of what's coming his way.
Still tucked in, could just backstep any time. There they go. Autumn slowly creeping up the convergent pass, completely connecting. Orbital strike as well, but it doesn't quite catch on to much. Javi has the angle anyway. It's Envy as well, but Javi still perched up top. Now drops down. Something in. Autumn out from round back, and it's something. Turns 180. Tries to land more shots, but low ammo. And that's where he goes and hits the deck. GE are tying things up soon.
Yeah, they've top-decked an ace in that one, really. GE, great decision-making to go through the sands to get that walkabout. I'm thinking to myself, I'd love to see just Autumn show himself in that position, but then I looked towards the abilities, and I saw that the convergent pass was available, and I'm thinking in that moment, Patman, rip that. You've got everything that you want in that position. Forsaken deploys the orbital kind of at the right time as a vision blocker and a stalling tactic, so that Global can't get a full forced flank to come on out. But it doesn't work out in the end. GE come out again on top, 4 in a row, looking for 5. As it is another party mix buy from Paper X. Some Stingers, a Sheriff, a Bandit, and Jing may be the one with the Captain's Hat needed in this round to stop GE from sinking that Paper X ship and tying it up.
I thought it was a train, but you're right. You know, just the fact that getting a little bit trigger happy with these ultimates, but now trying to build something up towards B. Whoa, that's...
I've seen some Ferrari peaks in my time, but my oh my Forsaken. That one's a bit criminal.
Straight on through with the ultimates as well, trying to stop them in their tracks. Crystal in position, but the spike getting planted soon. He wants to peek, but that's where he gets punished. Jing, he's there to cover his teammates. Hit up as well.
Mind you, that's Javi's ultimate.
Oh my god, now something online as well. Udotan just right around the corner. That's where he gets caught. Here's the reload. You're right. Pat just trying to play the best of his ability around back, but it's 3 players up against 1. Paper Rex will scale on up.
Yeah, no tied scoreline in that one anymore for Global Esports. Paper X come out with a sorely needed round. It's been Bit of a while since they had a taste of that one. That is a crazy swing out from Forsaken, but yeah. Harvey 8K getting the Cosmic Divide down, and I think if he had another couple of seconds to think about placement, probably would have changed it in that moment.
Timeout.
Timeout from Global now.
There we go. Frost, I mean, he can feel it, he can smell it. Victory is right around the corner.
To be honest with you, victory is real plausible for GE. That slip up in that round could have been, you know, avoidable. Autumn missing a couple of those outlaw shots. Had he had a buddy with him, could have had some trades, could have played it a little bit differently. That Cosmic Divide that I already mentioned. Crystal just trying to maybe ego through the wall, a little bit too hungry by himself. There's a couple of slip-ups here that do happen in the heat of the moment, don't get me wrong, but they can have some massive penalties follow them later when these do happen.
So after these ults and everything are spent, pitfalls right around. But otherwise, I mean, so far the potential definitely is there. And that's what you have got to be excited about.
Yep.
PaperX though, of course. Something in with Dimensional Drift for this upcoming round. Autumn pulling out the off.
Well, they've got some challenges here, that's for sure. Enough money for the next round as well, regardless of PRX. So go for a victory condition here and get series point. If you lose it, have another challenge to stave off GE tying things up. Autumn needed the protector of Yudotan there, as the drift is going to come out for something. Spotting an op on the line, you don't want to play around that. What you could do though is try and find Yudotan on the site, who slipped into a smoke.
Interceptor as well. Hiding, tucked inside. The rest of the team pushing on through. Looking for the players. Yudotan manages to get it. Autumn still alive inside of bats as well. Something finding a target. Will look to get the second, but Crystal denies. Autumn still online.
Spike planted.
Looking for the best opportunity, but there goes the buy! Autumn putting him down.
And now the drift comes out from Autumn as well. He needs to find where both of these PRX members are for Patman to start to come out. Maybe you want to saturate in the lamps.
Swapped on over to a Phantom as well. Patman now watching the angle. Spike tap, Envy to toss, and now Jing for the swing, but Autumn manages to land the flick. Patman with the kill at the end. GE are still in this game!
Yeah, he threw the saturate down as well, really forcing out the fight to try and catch him in that sliver of timing. Well done from GE. I thought there was a shambles moment when Device slips in between the truck and triple and gets a multi-frag to the back of sight. I thought that was Autumn maybe having all of the spaghetti fall out of the pockets there. But luckily enough, Crystal finds the kill onto something. It's this here kill that I'm talking about. If Autumn didn't get the trade, that would have been atrocious, unfortunately, for GE. But it works out nicely. Envy did get caught in the Pokeball at the end there. And it's double digits achieved for Global now, but here is that money situation I was talking about, Quack, for PaperX. They have another buy to come through with. Envy is one off the Nightfall, Jinx two off the Showstopper. We could see them come in this round. We'll definitely see the Nightfall for Envy. Whether or not he wants to drop it, which he will, over towards Harvey 8K. Jinx already in the back of the bloody site.
Oh my goodness, and Envy now able to find the kills through that angle. Patman, long TP. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but here comes Yudotan denying spike plant, trying to flick on over, but the team is all onto him. Players down, spike planted. This round is gone.
Yudo finds that kill. I would have really rathered him just TP out of there. I am noticing that he's got this, you know, Vents TP that he's putting that's in the back of the site, which we've seen PaperX take back site quite often, right? If that one's still there, you can't use it. Wouldn't mind a bit more of a safer situation spot for it. Gives him another angle that he just can, you know, back out after a kill and then refight with the rest of the squad. That's a crack of a round though from PaperX to get in towards the site though. Get that showers control. Get Jing sent in the site with the satchels. Doesn't even deploy the showstopper as well, by the way. Just gets in towards the back of site when the deafening is happening onto Harvey. That's 4 alive for them at the tail end as well. Just Patman to take one gun into the next round, which actually is really important, right? Harvey can fend for himself. Patman will drop one, but there is going to be a bit of a weaker state to Global Esports now, where we've got 2 series points for PaperX.
Point.
And That's quite the tricky position to be in, but tell you what, they can make it happen. This is a real team. PaperX being tested as well, but onto these shots.
One spike down A. One enemy remaining.
He's usually playing on A, guys.
He's having a good time.
Unfortunate. Not expecting that they're
Back-to-back
got so many
timeouts.
members through the showers, really. Trying to TP into risky positions. I mean, I was kind of explaining it on the veto, but same situation can kind of apply towards Autumn on this Yoru.
Indeed.
Another chit-chat with the coaching staff.
Back to conversely, on the other side,
yeah, we've got Max chillin versus probably Max aggro for Frost.
Oh, Max aggro.
Now, he's always very vocal in these moments, right? Because he sees what the team could have done. And he knows that they are capable of doing it and capable of recognizing the strengths as well, but sometimes it just doesn't come into play.
Absolutely.
So now with the 2 rounds remaining, are you going to be able to find them? Or is it just going to be another state where PaperX just close it in a close scoreline, right? 13-10 over on map number 1.
Things can be quite complex now, especially the agents and the Ultimates Online here.
Now, speaking of, I mean, Yudo Tan's got that evolution. They actually do manage to balance out a bit of a good set of weaponry at the end. 3 Vandals, Bucky, and a Guardian Crystal. It is going to be, though, Harvey with that Bucky, which is the weaker weapon, that is going to get really challenged over on this site, and he just needs to retreat in towards Hooker and play for his life here.
He's managed to do it. We also do have Autumn right around the site.
Nice incendiary Forsaken.
We'll just close an eye on that one. Showstopper will be completely negated. But there goes Envy, continuing to mark more angles. Spots out Patman.
Oh, this is going to be a big fight for Autumn, and he's just going to get one. Luckily enough to do so as well, 3-on-3.
Very tight and close. Still, though, GE trying to suss out these PaperX players. In with the Prowler.
Do you check under yourself, though? I don't think they do at all.
Now they know. Now they know, but there goes Forsaken. It's a 1v1. Orbital dropped. Javi on the hunt. He thinks he hears something, but he's running out of time. It's so unfortunate. Forsaken hiding underneath. Right time, right place, striking while the iron is hot. It's another map closed out, 13-10. This series goes out 2-1.
Now, PaperX with the victors. A lot of people are expecting a massively deep run. A contender for Santiago. Top seed now with T1 falling. But Global Esports, a new look to this squadron, is really showcasing good tests in the server. A lot that they're going to be able to learn from the back of this one, but you know that there is going to be a bit of a foul-mouthed taste at the back of it. You know that Frost thinks they could have won this. The players in the server know that they could have won this one, but as history has been seen for Frost specifically, PaperX get the better of you again.
Absolutely. You know what? I'll add a caveat to that, just for now.
For now?
Do believe,
Yeah, true.
At some point, this G really could, because this is one of those games that you really do just have to shake your opponent's hands at the end of it and say GG, because it was really that close.
And as much as, you know, something, for example, wants to still support Patman on the stage and see him on the stage, you know that at the end of the day, there can only be one victor. They would love to see them over in Santiago as well. PaperX, GE, get Patman there too, get back onto the international stage. These guys, they would all love that, but we know here in Pacific that we have such high caliber teams and competition that it is anyone's game. I mean, look at the results from yesterday. That speaks innings of itself.
100%. This is going to be an exciting year, ladies and gents. PaperX, of course, moving on up in this bracket, but for now, we're going to toss it down over to the stage with Bella and PaperX.
Hi guys, it's Bella. I am going to go and talk to the PaperX boys. And my interviewee for today, hello Jing.
Hello.
안녕하세요. Would you
안녕하세요.
join me on stage? Come. Right here. 네, PaperX의 찡 선수 인터뷰 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 오늘 글로벌 e스포츠를 상대로 2대1 승리를 가져가게 된 페이퍼렉스입니다. 오늘 이전 팀원인 팬맨 선수가 함께한 만큼 되게 까다로워 보였던 순간들도 많았을 것 같고 이렇게 내부 사정을 잘 알고 있는 팬맨 상대로 경기를 풀어봤을 때 얼마나 그게 오늘 경기 운영에 좀 영향을 미쳤는지 물어보고 싶습니다. Hello, Jing. Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit of that Patman had the way kind of affected the way you guys played today, right? I mean, he is the one that is very familiar with how you guys roll. So how much of his knowledge about how you guys roll affect your gameplay today?
I think like the fact that we knew Penman know how we play and stuff. Of course, like we will try to slightly change how we play a little bit, and maybe like on split we kind of over adjusted and stuff. But I think overall the game was alright, and yeah, I mean, I think since this is our first game, like we still needed time to warm up, but I think we should be fine for next game.
아무래도 팬맨 선수가 팀 운영 방식을 많이 알고 있는 만큼 조금 조율을 하다 보니까 변화를 조금 과하게 준 부분도 없지 않아 있었던 것 같다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 하지만 오늘 킥오프의 첫 경기인 만큼 아직 예열이 덜 됐지만 남은 시즌 자신 있을 것 같다고 찡 선수가 이야기를 해줬습니다. 안 그래도 또 페이퍼렉스도 새로운 선수 인비를 영입하고 나서 익숙한 인비 선수를 영입한 다음에 찡 선수는 좀 어떻게 팀의 변화나 분위기에 대해서 느끼고 있는지 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Well, you guys have a new face on your roster as well. We can't not talk about Envy. What does he bring to the table for you guys? How's the dynamic change been like?
I mean, I think he's generally a really confident player, and like he knows what he wants to do, and of course he has really insane mechanics. So sometimes he would just win us like 1 or 2 rounds by himself. So yeah, I mean overall, I think we're still we can still improve from here because he's only been with us for like maybe a month of actual practice. But yeah, I mean, I still see us improving every day, and yeah.
일단은 되게 자신감 있는 인비 선수를 합류하고 나서 뭐 기술적인 면이나 이런 거에서도 아주 뛰어난 기량을 갖고 있는 선수이기 때문에 만족을 하고 있다고 얘기를 해줬고요. 그리고 아직 조인한 지 한 달밖에 안 됐기 때문에 완벽하게 합을 맞추려면 조금은 남았지만 아주 긍정적으로 인비 선수의 합류를 느끼고 있다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 그리고 찡 선수의 제트에 대해서도 많은 분들이 되게 반가워하면서도 좀 어떻게 느끼고 있는지에 대해서 들어보고 싶습니다. 뭐 다른 팀원들이 제트를 워낙 잘 다루기도 하지만 찡 선수는 얼마나 제트를 선호하는지 그리고 좀 느끼는 찡의 제트는 어떤 점이 다르다라고 이야기할 수 있는지 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Well, we saw you on the jet today too, Jing. How comfortable are you with it? Do you like it when you have other good jet players on the team as well? Yeah. What would you say is different about Jing's jet?
I mean, I think I probably haven't played Jet in a tournament since like maybe 2022 or 2023, but I really like to play Jet and it's kind of fun. So yeah, I'm really happy to play Jet.
23년 후에 처음으로 제트를 맡기도 했지만 사실 자기 되게 제트 하는 거 좋아한다고 찡 선수가 나 제트 좋아해 라고 이렇게 밝혀줬습니다. 이렇게 해서 페이퍼렉스의 찡 선수 인터뷰 만나봤습니다. Thank you, Jing, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're gonna be back after DFM versus RQ match. Say bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, no matter who you were rooting for today, this match did not disappoint. Every single round was a banger, and we are only on day 4 of kickoff.
Absolute valiant effort from GE there. I do feel like we didn't see maybe as many hero moments from PaperX, but overall a good team performance to get them over the line here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, GE though, very, very good game from them. Great series overall. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I felt like Breeze was definitely winnable, Bind was definitely winnable, and they kind of stopped them on split. So it's the excitement that I wanted to see from GE. It looked like Patman was out for blood today. You had some good performances from pretty much everybody on the roster. So make no mistake, GE is looking like a top team in Pacific. Couldn't get the dub, unfortunately, today, but still very, very exciting stuff.
Oh, they are looking like a monster right now, and I think anyone who was unsure where to put GE, you can definitely put them way up there on your cards to qualify as one of the possible qualifying teams. Patman, we were talking about him. He was a man on a mission. I have never seen the man look so bloodthirsty, but you know what? He needed to be unlocked on a duelist.
Yeah, he was all over Paper X. He was so aggro. He wanted to take the fights. I just loved seeing him this aggressive.
I think this is something, you know, we were talking about it. We saw it on Split, and we're talking about, like, do we want to keep seeing this? And then they end up putting him on that duelist role, and I think it is absolutely fantastic to see him this way. What I'm curious is this just Pat versus Paper Rex, or is this a Pat that we will continue to see throughout the rest of the season here in VCT Pacific? And we are going to be having a special guest on our desk, and who possibly can answer this question. I'm just gonna fix this right there. Oh my goodness, we can't strangle you before. You did so good today. Anyway, yeah, so this scoreline ended up being really close. I thought we were actually gonna go into an overtime here, and we have Javi joining us. You guys did so freaking good today, and we were, like, first of all, how do you feel about how that went?
No words right now. It was so close. Paper X is so good, and we almost had them.
Yeah, you really did. Like, I thought everything. I thought, you know, we would be having you here for a winner's interview, but honestly, it was so damn close. And we were just discussing Pat, and he just looked bloodthirsty, a man on a mission. Like, was it specifically against Paper Rex, or have you been seeing this side of him all throughout practices?
No, Pat's really like that. Even in scrims, he drops those numbers. Yeah, really good.
I mean, I'm loving it right now. And you too, the last match, we didn't get to have a chat with you, but you were putting out fantastic numbers on the Astra as well. Tell me, like, how you feel about these maps, like Split. Did you know it was going to be in the bag the moment you went into the map?
Oh, that was their map pick, but I think with the knowledge of Pat, we kind of had a good read on them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it feels like they've been playing a lot of the same kind of comps. I know that Frost has already played against similar styles from PRX in the past with double duelists, and he's had to prepare for those kind of games before. Pat's obviously played with them. So did you guys feel like comfortable, like you have a good read? Because I feel like most teams in Pacific are like, please don't make me play against Paper X, but you guys looked well prepared and definitely looked like you could have won that series.
I mean, we were prepared. Like, we did our best, but they're just better.
I mean, that's classic Paper X though, isn't it? Like, even if you have a good read or you play well on the day, they can still win. It's hard, man.
It's very hard.
What do you think you can beat them though? Was there something missing, like that you would have changed, an adjustment that, like, man, we would have won if just we fixed this one little thing, or we were, you know, had a little bit more time?
Right now, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I know we can beat them, but
okay.
it takes more time.
Yeah.
More time.
I mean, that was fantastic showing. We were interviewing Alex earlier on the desk, and he had faith that you guys could definitely beat them. But he expected to be further down the line, and I guess it still will be down the line. But you guys came really close today. I want to ask, how has it been on this team for you under Frost? Frost has said he's been giving you a really hard time. You guys have, like, butted heads a lot of friction, and you've just been like, what did I sign myself up for? What's it like?
I mean, that's true. Whatever Frost said is very true. But I think comes with it. Comes with being IGL for Frost. And like, slowly, we're just working it out. It's teaching me a lot. Stressful, but it's like meaningful.
And how is it to IGL in this team where you have a lot of people who are quite vocal? Like, I know Autumn's quite a vocal player. Pat's obviously quite vocal, you know, playing Info Unit. Crystal was previously IGLing Global as well, and he's playing Info Unit right now, so I'm sure he's doing a lot of comms. Does it help to have a lot of voices? Because I've coached teams where a lot of people are talking and it's actually a bit too chaotic and you can't decide on a plan sometimes.
I wouldn't say it's chaotic. Like, there's a lot of ideas, but most of the time they just give the ideas and then I'll be the final say on the round.
And speaking of ideas, how do you guys come up with these comps? A lot of it has Frost's, you know, sort of signature style there. How much input do you have as the IGL and the rest of the team?
Mostly they make the comps, the three coaches, Balax, Pladcore, Platoon, four coaches, Platoon and Frost.
Yeah.
And then they show it to us. If we like it, we do it. If there's minor adjustments, like, the players will say something. But so far, it's been them.
Okay, all right. And one last thing, anything you want to say to your GE fans? Because you guys have started, like, getting the, you know, fans back on board for global esports.
GE fighting, of course, and hopefully we'll get them next time. And thank you guys for supporting, and for the next few games, we'll do our best.
Thank you so much, Javi. Again, amazing performances your last 2 matches. And yeah, we'll see you around next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty, there you go. Match MVP for Jing. But you've got to give a shout out to Patman for sure. I mean, he was insane this series. If I could give the MVP to Patman, I would have given the MVP to Patman. But Jing had a good series, and you've seen him play the Jet as well. So look, I think a little bit of agent flexibility and very consistent across all 3 maps too.
Yeah, that's right. Jing has been really surprising. I think he's been on agents that have always surprised us a little bit whenever he gets off that raise. When we saw the Joman for the very first time, that surprised us as well. He did play Sentinel, I think, once on Haven, and we didn't enjoy that so much. But on the Jet, I won't say he's the best Jet on Paper X so far, but it's still a bit of a learning curve there, and they still found success anyway.
You got so many like potential Jets. Forsaken, we've seen him on the Jet before. You've seen Ilya on the Jet in the past. So yeah, it's hard to live up to, but he did his job, and I think he even maybe a top frag that game of Breeze. So not bad.
Exactly. Now, while we are setting up for another guest, today's a very exciting day on the desk. We are going to be setting up because we have RRQ coming up next in the next match. So we have Son here from RRQ. Congratulations on your new role as the GM of RRQ.
Man, like that's you got a shiny badge.
You don't even have this when you're the coach, no?
I never got something like this.
Is this part of the upgrades that you've been implementing since joining this org?
With the value that I bring to the team, this is one of them.
This is...
you made the budget so for this.
Yes. Yes. As the GM,
first thing you did is you gave yourself a promotion.
Yes.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
See? As the
I
GM,
like how you think.
As the GM, you have to make sure that the people around you respect you. So I want them to remember that I am the GM of RRQ.
I like that. You should just have a shirt that says GM on it, just in case anyone forgets.
I love GM Son like that. Eh?
Yes, something like this, and then you could have a whole new line of merch from RRQ.
Oh my God, that actually makes sense. John, write that down.
Yeah, his assistant. But I want to ask you about your journey. You know, you were once known as Indonesia's last hope. You were the caster for that magnificent Ascension game in Jakarta. You're the push-up guy from Masters Tokyo. And now you found yourself in esports on the other side as the GM. Like, what was that transition like? Do you like being on this side? Do you miss like the spotlight?
Well, I think I actually deserve this from the day one. Yeah, I think Epi has made a mistake not to take me as GM since day one.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what I can do to RRQ if they make me a GM since day one? I think we win champions already. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
you look totally impressed.
I'm on board. I'm so part of the train.
I mean, what were some of the things you've improved since joining RRQ?
This?
Yes. Definitely the badge.
And then I'm also the designer for our next jersey. And we also have been planning to... some people are asking whether we're going to have a 6-man or not.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a 15-man roster this year.
Oh.
Because we have a lot of budget for transfer. We don't buy any players.
Yeah.
But we're going to buy every star players from the other team and then bench them.
That's genius, actually.
That is actually the play.
We're gonna buy Forsaken.
Yes.
We're gonna buy Patman. We're gonna buy who else? Name me every star players from other teams. I will buy them and I'll bench them.
Texture. Oh, we got a lot of people.
Meteor, everyone.
And the budget is approved.
Yes.
Budget's approved.
Yes.
Indonesia whole bank account is behind it.
Yes.
Okay. I like this.
All
I
right.
like this.
Before we send you off, any words to the RRQ fans to give them hope?
We won't let you down. I won't let you down. This year is our year.
All right, this is the year for RRQ. Thank you so much, Son, GM of RRQ. Crazy seeing you on this side of esports right now. And yeah, so a lot of changes for RRQ in terms of everything except the roster. This is the only team who hasn't changed their player roster. They've only changed their coach and GM.
Well, yeah, they got rid of the very fraudulent coach that was previously on the roster, so I think that's a massive upgrade if I was to ask. No, honestly, I'm interested to see what RRQ can put together this year, because it's not like, how would I describe it? I feel like watching RRQ last year, each of these players, except for maybe Jemkin, who just frags no matter what, has had dips and peaks. And I feel like usually when you see those dips and peaks, sometimes that does lead to a period where someone will get replaced, but they've had a very steady roster over the entire year. So it's interesting to see no transfers once again. They're going to run it back with the same roster. They've even had Nats sitting in the wings at one point, and I was watching Nats in tier 2 thinking surely he's going to get the move up into this RRQ roster. Didn't end up happening, but they're going to back themselves to run it back for kickoff here once again.
And I do want to ask you about Crazy Guy. You know, he came in later in the season and he ended up proving to be such a fantastic pickup, especially to represent Vietnam.
Yeah, he was great. He was really a part of the roster that we needed. We needed someone to have that leadership role inside. It's someone that we've been looking for a long time. And we didn't necessarily know it would come in the form of Crazy Guy and would come at the timing as what it did when Estrella stepped away from the roster. But in the end, I guess everything kind of worked out really well, and that is what we needed.
I actually want to ask you, what were those missing pieces that he brought in that, you know, helped lead you guys to success?
So sometimes, for me, it was kind of just, I was looking for the right figure for me to work together with the IGL. There was times when Flipsider and we got along really well, and it did work, but then of course there was some issues a little bit on the fragging side. We needed some more fragging, and when Estrella was there as well, if there was times when both of them, if they're having a little bit of like a IGL type of mechanical performance, then we don't have enough firepower on the team. So then we made some moves in terms of Estrella taking over its IGL, and then we just needed someone to where I could connect a little bit better for the strategic side, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it ended up proving really well, and I believe we have some highlight moments from, you know, the best of RRQ.
Yeah, stage 2. I mean, you saw the across-the-board performance there from most of the players. RRQ, a team where, yes, Jemkin leads from the front, but when they're at their best, they get it done by committee. Everyone kind of pitches in their own way and has their own place in RRQ. So you see some of the highlights there in the stage 2 run that RRQ did have.
Yeah, I think especially that's why we see no roster change. It's something where I was there towards the end. There wasn't a particular player on the roster where I felt like it definitely needs to be a change, or we need to make a major upgrade, or there was someone available potentially in that position. And I think that's why you see also Jovi coming in and then also evaluating what he's seeing, and then also decided, okay, we're not going to be making a change.
That's so interesting, because I remember at the end of 2024, you know, RQ was slowly upgrading, changing things. Upgrading, I don't mean just in terms of players, but in terms of play style, coaching staff even. Yeah. And then finally, it looked like, you know, you had the roster that could really carry you through, and then you got fired and ended up here.
Just to play my own case here, I don't know what the fired word. This fired word is great.
That's like me making fun of it. He definitely was not fired. It was his own choice. But I also
yeah, I do understand the sentiment. In terms of it's a bit strange.
Yeah.
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 Like, every year we're kind of improving, and then everything is better.
Yeah.
And looks good, and then I went away. Yeah, that's the day. Maybe a story for
like a true leader, you know, like kind of passing the mantle. Like I've set you up for success, and now it is on for you to take. But I do want to look at Cushy. This was a pickup. He was, you know, scouted by quite a number of teams, actually. Quite a number of successful teams, and he was that initiator that we're looking at. But his stats, you know, we were wondering what was happening to Cushy throughout the season, Pilski.
Yeah, I mean, in kickoff, he looked like he was a Rookie of the Year candidate. He was looking phenomenal on Sova in particular. He had amazing first bullet accuracy. He was clutching up from RRQ, so he really kind of exploded into Pacific very early on in the year, even though RRQ didn't actually make that deep of a run and went down to Nongshim, interestingly enough. As the year went on, as mentioned before, like you see RRQ as a team that gets it done by committee. Stage 1, he's just okay, but as an info unit, especially flexing into a lot of different roles and picking up things like Teo, KO, even flexing Senti a little bit, he had to change up his roles quite a few times. You know, you see the performance drop off a little bit, but then into stage 2 and another drop again. And he goes from this player that I feel like could be a third star really of RRQ behind Jemkin and Monyet, to being a player that doesn't necessarily have as much impact, and maybe you're more so looking at Xfero to get some of those impact performances and clutches in the game.
If only we could ask someone who knew what was going on about it, but I guess we don't, so we're gonna have to move on from this and you know, get hints along the way. Now, DFM is their opponent for today. This team really showed up in all the best of ways. These two Riddle Order team members joining the squad seems to be
coach.
And coach, yes.
Yeah.
I think this is what DFM really needed. We saw stats blow through the roof from all members and not just me.
I really liked watching them, and especially on their defense side. I think it was maybe the very first round on Breeze versus Genji, where they did a 5-on-5 retake on the A side on Abyss, rather, and it was so clean, and they kept on doing it throughout the series, where they were so clean on their defense retakes.
Yes.
I really liked how they moved with the Yoru around the map, the defense especially. There's such an improvement that they've made so far.
100%. It's not only the retakes, but the way that they piloted that Yoru Waylay, they had so many different styles and setups where you had them doing A main dives, you had them with mid walks, you had them so many different looks, keeping their opponents guessing. Now, this is something I wanted to highlight. You see Cess's stats here. Pacific Stage 2 and Pacific Stage 1, I believe, is what I was looking for. He was the lowest rated player in Pacific, unfortunately. Hate to kind of, point that out, but he was a little bit of a liability fragging-wise. He's not even good for half a kill a round, you know, and I didn't really feel like DFM had crazy kind of strats either. Now you're seeing him in the controller role, which he was previously playing, and he's actually able to deliver some impact in the server, and the calling looks a lot better. So if Cess is the floor of DFM, and he's able to actually pull his weight, this is a team that has a lot more depth.
Oh, absolutely. And Kaede, he's a player, he looks so confident. He's one of the Riddle Order players that joined this roster. And one of the questions we had for these newer members was, can they still carry the performance from, peak Riddle Order onto the VCT Pacific stage? And they absolutely ended up doing it. His veto was astounding.
Yeah, we were watching Yudotan earlier, and it looked really good for the veto, and another guy that does play the veto really well is Kaede. So, and I think right now, a lot of the teams, they don't really know exactly how to play against it. We just saw Jing with all his showstoppers. You mentioned it so well for us. So right now, I think if you can play the veto really well, you maybe have a little bit of an upper hand over some of the teams. And I wonder how prepared RRQ is to play against the veto like that.
Oh, I'm very curious. And now you don't know anything
about
what's going on anymore. All the insights. Darn. Oh, here comes the map draft. We did see Kurode, I believe.
Yeah, you got to see DFM pick up Haven. You know, it's a map that I feel like both Japanese teams have wanted and loved to play for quite a long time, but it's a map that RRQ are no strangers to. They kind of innovated and adopted their own style of double duelist after T1 really popularized it with the ISO variant, and then Corrode is the pickup for RRQ, which is a map that we saw them playing a lot towards the end of the year.
I'm just a little bit worried about Bind there at the end. To be honest, if they're good on Bind, I can take no responsibility. I did not teach them. There's nothing. My bind so far is my win rate on bind is not great.
Okay,
look at the viewer vote.
Yes, so viewers are seeing what I'm seeing now. I'm seeing a very strong DFM. RQ's good, but there have been changes in the coaching staff, and you honestly were such a big part of RRQ, and not. Jovi, I haven't seen him as head coach since Game Changer, so I'm not really sure what his style is going to lend, but I've already been sold by DFM.
They did look really good. So I think it makes sense why we see people are really excited to and actually think they have a winning chance here for RQ. I think this could be a really tricky match.
This is going to be a really tricky matchup, but we do have to center the stage and welcome our two teams. First time we're seeing RRQ this year in 2026. RRQ versus DFM.
RRQ
It's kickoff day 4, and it's the first time we're seeing RRQ enter the stage.
It's okay. I got it from here.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
This is RRQ time. We see Jovi ready for his first time at kickoff, leading the boys out. Oh, you see the squad coming out. The boys are looking good. Oh, they're getting rushed? Okay. Let's slow it down a little bit. Oh, let's see.
How do we rate
nice
these fist bumps?
Chemistry? Oh, some 6-7 memes. Oh. Okay.
I don't think you would have whiffed the high five fist bump at the end there.
I would
Jovi's
not
got a
have
little
done the
bit of
6-7.
You would not have. You would have pointed him back down the stairs and sent him off the stage.
This is a new era of RRQ.
Definitely the Jovi era there with the 6-7 going on.
Oh, the
but
Americans.
you did leave RRQ in a fantastic state, winning the first Pacific Trophy, and of course going to internationals. But they are going to be facing against DFM. DFM qualifying to their first playoffs last year, but this year they've upgraded even further. They've taken down not only Paper X last year, they're killing these walkers, but they also beat Gen G just the other day. They've taken down 2 Masters Trophy winning teams. I think T1 should be quicking their boots around the corner, but for now, first they have to face against RRQ, and I have to say they're walking still the best here in Pacific.
Yeah, absolutely. DFM just keep breaking through barriers. They broke through the playoff barrier. They overcame a 4-series loss streak against Gen G and got a dominant win over them. But they're going to have to step up to a new level today against RRQ because their initial opponent, Gen G, was in pretty poor form in that series. And DFM is looking better than ever, but I don't think they're going to dog walk RRQ like they did Gen G.
I'm sure the Japanese fans are hoping that DFM is going to look as good in the server as they are on this walkout. And I'm curious to see going straight into this Haven. It's something that's been comfortable for RRQ for a very long time. So it is very interesting that DFM is going to go for the Haven.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that double duelist style really fit your personnel on RRQ. You were playing the Yoru, Neon, and other teams really started to pick that up as a strong style after you guys started to innovate a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering now if Jovi will make any changes to the things that did work last year, because I'm sure they have brand new ideas as well. What kind of approaches are you hoping to see from RRQ?
I definitely am hoping to see new things, and it's something that I would expect to see. As the meta evolves, you need to make sure that you're always bringing in new things, right? So I hope he is putting his own stamp on it, and they're testing out some new things, taking some of the old fundamentals and stuff that is already there, and then building on top of it.
For sure. I mean, RRQ, you've seen them hit some very high heights and become one of the best teams in Pacific, even winning a stage last year. They don't.
Hello. Yes.